So, middle of the day, hitchhiked 15 mile. Yeah, no shade whatsoever, no protection, and that's where I'm heading, down over the coast. And I'm not so worried about today, it's a bit of a breeze, I got my hammock. What I am more concerned about is getting back tomorrow, because I'm going to have to hitchhike, and it's fucking, yeah, there's nowhere you can hide from the sun when you're hitchhiking on the road. The reason my feet are soaked is because the rain last night went into the ground, but the heat is drawing it up, and so the grass is all wet. So feet are wet. Didn't bother getting me shoes, boots, even forgot my friggin' leg strap. Bit of a rush. So yeah, this is Exmoor. That's Somerset. That's Wales. And just over that hill is Devon. And those are the woods I'm heading for. But it's a private access, even though on the map it doesn't exist. There is no private access on the map. Someone just put a sign up saying private, so fuck them. And according to the map, there's no houses down there. But I shall not be going into it just yet. What I'm going to do is try and plot a route most direct because of the sunlight, so it's straight across there. Because I'm already going red from 5 minutes. And no phone charger, no power pack, no radio, no food, just water, basics. Warning! Be careful of horseflies, there's a lot of them about, and they bite you, sting you, you will be in pain, and they could kill you if you get too many. Yeah, they are everywhere. Also, if you're worried about ticks, put your walking stick or a stick in front of you as you walk. That will help piss them off and get rid of any cobwebs that might cling to you. Another warning, if it is windy, which it is out there, you will think it's not as hot as it is, and you will get burnt. Hello pretties, eat some more bugs. A lot of butterflies here as well. Yeah, you'll burn and you won't feel it until later on tonight. So there's another thing about the wind. It feels great, but you won't notice how badly you're being burnt. And even a little wall like this, which is only 5 or 6 foot tall, 2 meters tall, that is going to be fucking dodgy, because I can't put my body weight on my wrists because of the damage I've got. They won't hold my weight. My legs won't hold my weight because of for climbing, because of the damage to my ankles and knees. So that's going to be fun. Yay! All livestock need a fuck ton of water, I mean tons per day. If it's cows, they will have a water supply. This one is bone dry, so that is not the main water supply. There will be another one somewhere. You don't take water from the main thing. These things are bolted down and stop you from doing what I'm going to tell you. You take off your cap, lift the lid off, and that way you will see a ball cock like that one, and that will give you fresh water. Not what's in the tank, that could be septic. That could be there for ages, but push down the ball cock and that will give you fresh drinking water. They care more about the animals' water supply than they do humans. This is a Roman hill fort. La la la. The place I'm actually heading for, I didn't bring a map with me, or I was going to look at my other maps and things like that, but it was such a spur of the moment. I've got nothing. All I got on my phone is bus times, which is, there's 3 buses to go back, and they don't stop in places, you got to stand there and wave, and it's a case of there is no shade, so that's going to be dramatic. I mean, I'll get to the point, I'll just try and hitchhike. If I try and walk back to Minehead, it's about 20 miles, and I've got to go from this height, which is, I don't know, 50 to 100 metres above sea level, down to sea level, and back up again 4 times, at least 4 times. But the place I'm actually looking for is pretty much at sea level. That's why it caught my attention. It is what looks like a massive house built on the coast that does not show up on ordnance survey maps. It only shows up on satellite images. There was 4 structures I saw, and none of them are on OS maps. None of them are on, okay, old OS maps. There's something. Modern ones, they've been deleted. So yeah, interesting. And even though that is a historic monument, therefore they're not allowed to restrict access, they did a good fucking job restricting access. I find some trees, not here, but something like this will be perfect for my hammock, because the trees are spaced. This is a plantation type, they're being respaced, so there's plenty of space between this tree and that tree to put up the hammock. It is very windy and it's daytime, but I got some sun protection. I can put the hammock up here, have a break. I'm not going to, even though I just twisted my fucking knackered knee, the metalwork digging in. But this is a very good sign of something being built at least 50 years ago, possibly 500 years ago. The reason for this is that they would plant these fast-growing evergreen trees, which are evil. They poison the land, the air, the water, the plant life, everything. They're very, very bad, but they grow fast. You can get this kind of growth in 10 years easily. So what they would do, you see this especially in places like Ireland, where they would actually grow them, plant them around an acre of land, and then put a house in the middle. They do it for elemental protection from the wind and things. So there's going to be something here, either a road, I think there's a no track there, I can see. So yeah, they would have planted it either side of a track or a road, or around a structure. So it's something to look out for if you want to find something that's not on the map. I need to cut down on my fucking videos because I've turned the freaking light thing down to minimum on my screen display so I can save battery power. Another little cunt thing that farmers do, they'll put barbed wire across your sty. Public access, public right of way, but they'll do this. They would rather a child die from blood poisoning from barbed wire than have someone walk across their field. That is a track. You can't see it, but that is actually a track. Getting down to it is going to be on my ass, sliding. Like that, what's his name, from Katie Colston? Before she got all loved up, she used to do urban exploration, but you know, she's into enough diving now. So anyway, so that's a sheer drop of at least 15 foot, and I'm wearing shorts going down around that. So, oh well. 30 minutes in there, I gave up. It's, aside from the fact that my knee is screaming with pain where it got twisted, there's a lot of broken metal, glass been dumped, rusty metal. The fact that you've got 3 different species of non-native trees that are very negative. You've got gorse, rhododendron, and the evergreen trees. That means there is something there people don't want you to see. The fact that they've been dumping metal bedsteads and there's no house, horse flies, then that is an intentional barricade, natural looking barricade. So I'm going to try and go around in the sunlight, unfortunately. Okay, I found a bit of shade. All those tracks over there, that's public footpath tracks, zigzagging all over the fucking place. Same as that there is public access to the tracks, but they've planted gorse over them. So the private no entry sign, it might be for cars, but it's not for footpaths. Anyway, if you are sweating your bollocks off, literally, figuratively, I bring in twins for more than one reason. It's not just wanking or wiping your ass, it's also so you can tie around your bollocks. That way you don't get so sweaty you're going to get a rash. Literally just tighten a little knot around your junk. So yeah, moisturise, not moisturise. You see, on the map, it's only about 2 or 3 miles from the road up there, down to there. It's only 2 or 3 miles. Except, of course, because it's so friggin' steep, we're going to be zigzagging and backtracking a hell of a lot to get down there, and whether or not that's even passable. So, yeah. But there are trees down there and around I can use if I need to set my hammock up. Just need to be aware of things like horses, cows, things that like to eat hammocks. Also, I've not used my hammock since Christmas.